Yeah, I still got some more games I need to cover that I've played through. Lost Ruins. This. Oh, this game. So, it's a bit of a 2D Metroidvania Souls like. So sort of in the vein of I think the best comparison that I think is a decently known game would be Salt and Sanctuary. Um, 2D and your weapons, some are going to attack really slowly. You'll have magic, but not a ton of it. You're never going to feel super powerful, no matter what equipment you've got. And any one enemy can take you apart if you're not paying attention on how to do it. And it's that in a 2D environment where the vast majority of everything is schoolgirls. The player character is a schoolgirl with a little hip swivel idle animation. The first NPCs you encounter are schoolgirls. A lot of the enemies are schoolgirls. Pretty much every boss is a schoolgirl. This thing's very committed to its aesthetic. And as juvenile and kind of dumb as that sounds, honestly, it's what kept me going. Because I didn't make that comparison to Salt and Sanctuary idly. I've tried playing Salt and Sanctuary. I can't get past the first boss. And it's not because I am incapable of figuring out how to get past the first boss. I've largely got his patterns figured out. It's a pain. And that's not dissimilar to the process that I had trying to deal with bosses in Lost Ruin. I rather frequently would have to go again and again and again and again. And like, I know what I did, but I lost the zen of the moment, and I zigged when I should have zagged, and then it hit me, and then, But you know what? It frustrated me in Salt and Sanctuary to the point that I just kind of walked away from it twice now, because even after playing this and thinking, maybe I will appreciate Salt and Sanctuary more now that I've played another game that kind of reminds me of it, but I ended up liking, maybe it'll click into place. And I came back to Salt and Sanctuary, and I fell off at the exact same point again. But not only have I played through Lost Ruins, I've done 2 playthroughs now. And you unlock different player characters, so like you can get a different experience. And I've got 2 more that I might still finish. I've finished the main run. I've done the Trinity run. I forget what they actually call it, but where you kind of switch between the 3 characters. And I've unlocked a witch run and an assassin run, neither of which I've finished as yet. But the thing is, that very silly aesthetic, the silly schoolgirl aesthetic of the whole thing, it's what kept me going. Because this cutesy look and this absolute ridiculousness and this bounce on some of the characters, and then also like legitimately, okay, that's actually kind of scary. But just having that aesthetic in place made me want to keep trying at a point where in Salt and Sanctuary I said, I don't want to keep trying. But I wanted to with this, largely just to see, what is it going to do next? What weird variant of a schoolgirl am I going to have my next interaction with? What weird item description am I gonna see next? Toilet paper is in this game, and it's actually quite helpful consumable item. So like, it's just got this cutesy, quirky sense of humor that is exactly what I needed to keep going. Because the thing about Salt and Sanctuary, and I would say most Souls-like games, even if they're only adapting sort of the spirit of the Souls-like as opposed to the core mechanics, I would say a big part of the thing with those is that they tend to lean into the futility of life, death is inevitable, more dour, this world is falling apart, and you know, everything's trying to kill you and it's hazy and the colors washed out. And like, it fits a lot of the themes that style of game tends to have. And it certainly fits Dark Souls very well. But, you know, there's something, to me at least, more engaging with something that will take those mechanics and that way of progressing through the world and that kind of difficulty where you're gonna bang your head over and over and over again on some of these bosses or these areas. But I'm more encouraged to do that when it doesn't feel like the entire game world is designed to beat me down and be like, yeah, you suck and this world sucks and it's gonna keep beating you up. I'm a lot more liable to come back and keep trying if my sense is, man, this world is weird and crazy. I want to get past this because I've got to see what comes next. It's going to be nuts. And it's bright and it's colorful and it has just absurdities in the plot in terms of, like, the first boss that you encounter is someone who made friends with slime girls, and slime girls have been a standard enemy, and you take some out, and boy, does she get ticked, and there's your first boss fight, and it's preposterous, it's ridiculous, it's just silly. And I wanted to engage with it a heck of a lot more than the dour, serious, you know, night in a decaying world stuff of something like Salt and Sanctuary and 90% of all other Souls likes. This is way more engaging to me. And it was also just a lot of fun to play on stream, to see the way these sprites would be designed. It is pixel art, but to see the way these sprites would be designed and animated. And like I said, just like even the main character's idle animation, she just stands there and swivels her hips back and forth. So the dress kind of spins just a little bit. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. It's kind of dumb. And I love it. I love it. It's so much more encouraging for me to get to see more of this kind of ridiculousness than the promise of more darkness and lack of color other than browns and dark reds. Like, I think that's the thing for me. I can appreciate the challenge of a Souls-like, well, a 2D Souls-like at least. Reminder, fully 3D games make me motion sick. I can appreciate the spirit of a Souls-like. I don't like the overly serious tone that most of them adopt. I'd rather have something that is fully willing to just admit, like, yeah, this is ridiculous and maybe even a little bit dumb. And that's what this gives me. And I like it a lot. Lost Ruins. Have you played it? What did you think about it? And also, I suppose, a little bit of a sneaky non-recommendation for Salt and Sanctuary. Sorry. If you get on more with the mechanics and don't care about the specific aesthetic as much, or if you're not sick to death of dark and dour aesthetics, yeah, maybe give Salt and Sanctuary a try too. I prefer this. I prefer this actually by quite a bit. But whatever your thoughts are on anything I've talked about, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Patreon pays the bills, enables me to do this as my living. I did mention I played this on stream. Link to my Twitch channel. I stream Wednesdays and Fridays. That'll be down in the description, along with other stuff. But don't worry too much about it. We take a relaxed attitude around here so you can come on back next time you need a break. And now my thanks to my highest supporters on Patreon. Robin Moore, Zubin Lafula, Tarak, the thing that goes doink in the anime, Oliver B., Melinda Walters, Emu Delkey, Leo the Boyd, Becky Sparks, Fernabilax, the Poodle, Tracy Scrabbit, Angry Casperl, Tim Price, Adam R.D.L. Taylor, Shayla Gourlay, and Rosalind Bennett. Thanks for your support. And if you want to get your name in the credits, check out the rewards on the Patreon.